Good morning, Gladiators. Today is Thursday, January 21st. Today we're going to be writing our body paragraphs for our argumentative essay. We're going to edit them or in Zoom, a peer edit, or you will be doing an individual checklist if you are asynchronous. And then we're going to begin a pre-reading inquiry project over the novel Refugee. So to start off with, we will be writing our body paragraphs. You must start with a topic sentence, which is your reason. You've already established your reasons in your thesis that you included in your introduction, and it's also on your Foursquare. So this would be the first reason, which would be our topic sentence. Then you're going to give us evidence. It should be 2 to 3 sentences. And then you're going to tie it back to your claim. So you'll mention your claim again. So think of this as APES. This would be my answer to the prompt. This would be my text evidence. This would be my explanation. I'm sorry. So we would have an explanation, and then this would be my special closing sentence. Okay. So our example would be the thesis was people should recycle because it reduces wastes and helps save our planet for future generations. Reduce wastes is my first reason. So you can start off with the sentence starter, first of all, to begin with. One reason is important because, and then add your evidence, for example, and then you would offer your facts, opinions, and then you would provide an explanation, tie it back to your claim. So make sure that when you are doing your self-check, you are looking for this sentence starter. I don't necessarily always think that it's the best, and so this is optional. You definitely have to have a topic sentence, you have to give evidence, and you have to give an explanation. So this is what it looks like. First of all, recycling helps reduce waste. This is my topic sentence. Keep in mind that many of the items people throw away daily could easily be recycled. For example, okay, they list all these examples. By simply recycling these basic items, a person can reduce the amount of trash they produce by daily by 2.5 pounds. Evidence. If a single aluminum can is thrown away today, it still exists in the form of in the landfill 500 years from now. However, a used aluminum can that is recycled can be back on the grocery shelf as a new can soda in as little as 60 days. To put it simply, now here's my tie back. The best option is to keep these reusable materials in circulation. I would mention my claim by recycling so they never end up as waste in the landfill. So there is a discussion that wants you to list the 3 requirements of a good body paragraph: topic sentence, evidence, and a tie back. You'll be spending time writing your body paragraphs. Now you can write one or you can do both depending on how fast you write. Tomorrow I'll be working on the second one, so if you don't get to the second one today, that's completely fine. When you are done, just as we did with our introduction, you're going to tell me that you're done with your paragraph, one or both. I'll put you in a breakout room with somebody else who is done. You will use this checklist to edit your peers' paragraphs. You are to start with a compliment, and then you are to offer a suggestion. Okay, so when we are done with that, make sure you don't submit it because we're going to be working on it all week long. Then you're going to start this pre-reading inquiry assignment that is going to go with our new novel. Let me add it for you. Pre-reading. Okay. Our new novel, Refugee. Okay, so this is not going to be due until probably Monday or Tuesday of next week. So we're going to continue on with this. So let's open this up and look. Okay, so here is the novel, Refugee. Here is the author, Alan Gratz. Please complete each side entirely. You may change your text box and font sizes to accommodate your information. You may also add slides if you would like more room or would like to focus on one topic or event. such as this event that you'll be researching is called Crystal Knot, right? It's the night of broken glass. So you can produce a slide that is just about this topic or event. Feel free to add videos and images to your slides, please. Okay, so it's important that you use the links that I have provided or the library database provided to research your topics. Because these topics are tragic in nature, there will be graphic images if you venture from the databases that I have provided. And I am pretty sure that you do not want to have these really graphic images in your mind forever, nor do your parents want you to have these images. If you want to look at them with your parents, that's an option, and you can talk to them about it. But for our school purposes, you are only to use the databases and links that I have provided. This inquiry assignment will take a week or longer to complete. Please research and dig deep in each topic. The more we understand the time period and conflict of that time and place, the deeper we can understand the characters in the novel. So there are 3 characters that this novel follows, and it is in 3 different places and 3 different time periods. So Joseph is our protagonist in Germany, 1938. Isabel is in Cuba in 1994, and Mahmoud is in Syria in 2015. Okay, so here is the link to the library, Garcia Library Database. You are going to complete this author study over Alan Gratz, right? So here you can just research Alan Gratz on Google because it's a safe topic. You can remove these things. You can add a slide. I know this was not a lot of room for the 10 facts that the kids had to find in my other classes, and so you can add a slide over the 10 facts. You can make the font smaller. You can adjust the boxes. You are to put a book cover of the novel that we're reading. There's different versions or different book covers, so you can just pick one. This is other works, books, short stories, titles of the author. I would put at least 5. He's written a lot. An image of the author, of course, the author's name. This is a quote that the author could have said himself, or it could be a quote that he has written in his novel. Either one is fine. The genre is the type of writing that the author produces, and so I would put genre of refugee in Google, and they'll give you the genre, what category of writing is the novel and of his writing. So here you are going to answer, what is a refugee? And you're going to type your answer here, and then you're going to add an image. There's a really cool TED Talk video of what a refugee is. So this is the refugee, and the author study is what you should get done today. This is going to be taking some more time to do. So it says, almost everyone's family has taken a journey to get where they live today. Do a little research to learn your family's story. Take notes and make a 3 to 5 minute write-up and presentation video. So I am hoping that you are going to ask family members how of a journey that was taken in the past. So you could go as far back as to if you immigrated from a different country. You could talk about moving from a different state, different town. You yourself have moved from elementary to middle school, so you've taken that journey. You could talk about moving from house to house. So any journey, and it could be as personal as moving schools to generations past journeys that you have inquired about from relatives. Some families are not into collecting history from their past, and that's completely fine. So maybe you can find an aunt or a grandmother or some story that you did not know of your family's journey. And then you will write it, and you will write it here. So this will be in a narrative format that you are going to tell your story, and it can be from the perspective of the person who actually moved. Okay, so then the three different places that we'll be researching is Cuba and Syria and Germany. And so you can add slides if there's not enough room here. This is the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum, which is a good website for you to use to find this information. You need to tell me where Syria is located, explain the Syrian Civil War, what countries were involved and why, what is Arab Springs, where is Cuba located, who is Fidel Castro, because he was the president of Cuba at the time the story takes place, what led to the Civil Revolution, what is Cuba's most important resource, what are the three waves of immigration. Okay, so you need to dig deep, find the answers. Now this last page is kind of like a cumulative gathering of all this information that you've already found. Who is being affected during this time? The Holocaust. And so when you do your research, keep in mind that you'll have to answer these questions also. What is happening? Where did this take place? Why did this happen? And this is the one that'll probably is new that you need to make sure that you are looking for. Is this event still affecting people today? If so, how? So we'll be doing this over several days. Today, you're just going to do the author study over Alan Gratz and then what is the refugee. This family journey you should be working on every day, gathering your information, writing up your story. We'll probably do this Friday, Monday, and then probably Tuesday, and then we'll finish up and start reading our book. So it's an amazing book. If you would like to get your own copy so that you can take notes in and read along with us, that's completely fine. You can, Amazon, get it shipped to your house. There are copies in the library that you can request and then pick up. I will have a digital version for you, just like we did with Freak the Mighty and The Giver, and so you don't have to buy a copy, but it's nice to have, a hand in book. So, I'm sorry, a book in hand. If you have any questions, that's all I have for you today. I hope you have a wonderful day, Gladiators.